Last night was supposed to be a statement game. Lakers rolling into OKC with 4 straight wins, 13 out of 14, momentum building. Luka Doncic sitting second on the MVP ladder, right behind Shea. The stage was set, and then the stage collapsed. 139-96. That's not a basketball game. That's a sentencing. The Thunder came out swinging from the opening tip, double-digit lead in minutes, up 76-41 at the half. OKC hit their season high for a first half and didn't even break a sweat doing it. Shea dropped 28 like it was a light jog. Isaiah Joe poured in 20 with 6 threes. The Lakers looked like they wandered into the wrong building. But the score? That's not the story. The story is Luka grabbing at his left hamstring in the third quarter. The story is him walking off that court and not coming back. 12 points, 4 boards, 7 assists. That's the last stat line of his MVP campaign. And he doesn't even know it yet. Here's where it gets brutal. That game against the Thunder, that was the Lakers' 77th game of the season. But for Luka, that was only his 64th game played. Yeah, 64. You need 65 to be eligible for end-of-season awards. He's 1 game short. 1. Now, the NBA does have a loophole, and if you suffer a season-ending injury after March 31st and you've played in 85% of your team's games, you can still qualify. Sounds like a lifeline, right? Except Luka's at 83.1%. Not even close. Door shut, locked, dead bolted. Let that sink in. A guy who was the number 2 MVP candidate in the league 2 weeks ago, a guy who clawed his way into the conversation after a trade to LA that nobody, not him, not the league, not anyone, saw coming, a guy averaging numbers that would win the award in most seasons, is now mathematically ineligible. Meanwhile, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is out here looking like the MVP coronation already happened. 16 of 17 wins for OKC. The Thunder aren't just the best team in basketball. They're making everyone else look like they're playing a different sport. And with Luka out of the picture, it's SGA's trophy to lose. Wemby's lurking too, but let's be real, it's Shea's year. And look, I'm not here to bury Luka, the man is a generational talent. But this is the cruel math of the NBA. You can be the most dominant player on the planet, but if you can't stay on the floor, the awards don't care. The voters don't care. The 65-game rule doesn't care about your per-game averages or your highlight reel. It counts butts and seats and minutes on hardwood. And Luka came up 1 game short. 1 game short. The Lakers will survive. They've got LeBron, they've got Reeves, they've got enough to make noise in the playoffs. But Luka, ever since the trade to LA, the expectations have been MVPs and championships. And last night in Oklahoma City, one of those expectations died on a non-contact hamstring injury in a 43-point loss. That's not a bad beat, that's a tragedy. Luka just lost the MVP vote, and he never even got to cast his final ballot.